Yes. Today we'll be discussing about exception handling concept. In the previous exercise, previous experiment, lab experiment, we have seen the concept of exception handling by using the predefined exception called main class exception, then the subclass arithmetic exception, like divide by zero. One simple program, but we have started with what is the exception and how to handle the exception by using what are the blocks. Already we discussed in the last program. And in this program, we are going to deal with the exception handling concept by using the user defined exception. That is in how to create the exception. Okay. So if any class which extends, which inherits the exception class, then that class is the user defined exception class. Okay, now we will go to the program. So here we are importing one class. What is the class? Data input stream. So always the input stream deals with reading the data, output stream deals with writing the data. Okay, so the data input stream is present in the package called IO package. We are importing that class, and class my exception extends exception. Exception is a super class, and we are inheriting that exception to the class called the my exception. And my exception one constructor we are creating, and then we are giving the super keyword. Okay, super method. So there is a one important point. Whenever we are giving the super method, that should come at the first line of the constructor only. That is very important. Okay, yes, the reasons all already we explained in the theoretical concept more clearly. Okay, so here next thing is data input stream in the in the main function. Yes, so in the main function we are having one variable, that is an integer variable, and next we are having the class data input stream, and ds is our object. We are creating the object by using the new keyword, and we are giving the constructor data input stream constructor. Inside the constructor passing the argument called system.in. Why we are using data input stream? To read the value. It acts as a reader. So reading from where? System.in. So in this current system, in this present system, what is the input devices have been connected? Through the input devices, it will read the input. Okay, it will read the data. Okay, so try block, so try and catch blocks are mandatory when we are dealing with the exception concept. And here just one print statement is given, and next is the age. We are going to read the value from the input device. Integer dot parse int ds dot readline. Readline is a method. Why it is been underlined? Because it is a deprecated method. Okay, yes, it's a deprecated method, and the read line method is given is passed as a this method is passed as an argument of the parse int. So it will pass the integer value. Okay, when whatever input we are taking from the system.in, that will parse it if it is not a integer. And next is we are checking with the if condition, the age, whatever integer we are reading from the input device, if that is less than 15 or greater than 25, then we are throwing the exception. Where we are throwing the exception? To our user defined exception. So here we have been given with my exception. Then one message have been given, one argument have been, string argument have been passed. So here my exception is what? My exception is the constructor. My exception is the constructor. So here my exception is the, yes, constructor, and here this will throw where? Here in this place. So what is this message? String message. So what is the message will be given here? Number not in range is a message. And next we are given with the super, the same message. The super method, what it will do? It will pass the message to the super class. What is the super class of the my exception? Exception is the super class. So this message will be passed to where? It will be passed to the, it will be passed to the super class, that is my exception. So exception will hold the message where? In the exception variable. So always the exception will be handled with the catch block, and in that catch block we are passing some variable. So whatever message is coming, that will be stored in this variable. So if we are displaying that e value, so what is the value will get? The value not in number will not in range will display. If it is inside the within the range of 15 to 25, then that age will be displayed here. After that, if in this try block, in this code, any exception is happening, then that will be thrown to where? That will be thrown to the catch block. And here my exception is the sub of the exception. Always exception is the superclass. In last program itself we have discussed the superclass exception should come at the last catch block. If we are giving in middle or first, then the compiler, oh sorry, then we will get the error. Okay, yes. So here catch my exception e, and my exception is what? It's a user defined exception already we have created, and here in this it is displaying caught my exception and e dot get message. So e dot get message is e is where? Actually the e is the variable which will be um, uh, which will be storing the type of exception the exception class holds. What is the exception will be thrown, that will be stored in the variable called the e variable. So in that e variable we are using the message method called get message. So what is the message will be given in my exception? My exception will be taking the message from the argument here number not in range. So that is the message given in the my exception. Then that message will be stored in the e value. How it is stored in the e value? By using the super method. Super method whenever we are using, then immediately it will call the super class. Then it will pass the argument to the super class. The argument is a message that will be passed to the super class exception. So the e variable will be having that message called number not in range. So here e dot get message, what is the message it will get? The method will get what message? Number not in range. Now we will execute and check the output. Yes, so it is asking what? It is asking what is the enter the age, okay, above and below 25. So if we are entering the age, what it will do? It will within the range. If we are entering within the range, it will display the age. Okay, so 15 to 25. So 20 if I am entering, it will display the age. What is that? The number is age. Number is how much? 20. If I am not entering the value, input value within the range. Okay, so what it has to do? If it is not within the range, then it will throw the my exception, throw it to the my exception. So the exception will be passed with the message, and that message will be passed to the superclass. So the exception e and my exception e will hold the message called number not in range, and that has to be get by the method called the get message method. If 15 to 25, so I am entering 30, 13 is out of 30, sorry 30 is out of the range. If I am giving, so we will get what is that? Caught my exception. And next one is e dot get message. So get message, what is the get message? Here number not in range is the get message. Okay, so here that value will be given here. Yes, so here from the system dot in we are reading one value and we are checking the value within the range or out of the range of 15 to 25. If it is within the range, no problem, we are printing just the age. If it is not in the range, then we are calling our user defined exception. Where is the user defined exception? My exception is the user defined exception. Why we are calling it as a user defined exception? Because it extends the exception class, and here that code have been given inside the try block. If any problem happens, any exception happens, then that will be caught by the catch block. And here the catch block deals with the my exception class. So my exception is having e variable. So the e variable will be having the message number not in range. Okay. So here it will call, yes, number not in range. So first it is printing that caught exception. So we are getting that caught exception as the first input value, and next get message. What is the message we will get? The message is here number not in range. So that is this second one. Okay, and here exception is the main class. So this e, what this e will be having? This e also will be having the message called number not in range. I hope you understood. Now the difference between the exception, and that is a built-in exception and user defined exception. The previous program built-in exception, arithmetic exception, okay, we have discussed, and in this current program we are talking about that user defined exception. Okay, yes, thank you.